Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Global Trading Software YouTube channel. I'm your host, Daniel Moore, and this is the morning session. It's time for some brutal honesty, folks. I made some boo-boos last night, okay? See here, took that 6-star on the NQ down, and it broke. As a matter of fact, I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Where'd it go? It's about 9, I think, last night. No, it's before 9. Boom, 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 boom. There it is right here. Boom, 6-star. Bam, break down below. Got 400 off of this one. Sold out. Waited for the bounce. I waited for the breakdown below. Got another 400 and some change off of this one right here. Total about 825. It started coming back up. I was like, all right, I'm calling it a night just because, it's, I mean, I don't know if it's going to continue to go down or if it's just, hey, excuse me, children, please. I'm trying to work here. Okay. Thank you. Don't argue. Thank you. So looking at a bounce up, and I saw it. I saw the manager. I based on past experience, I assumed that it was going to, call and just, show that it was time to hop out of the trade. So, excuse me. So I hopped out of the trade, closed it down, and I went in there and laid down, and I was sitting there watching it on my phone, and that's a problem. Don't do that. Don't make that mistake. Okay. I'm sitting there watching it on my phone. I see this right here, boom, and then I see this, which looks a whole lot like this, and a whole lot like this, right? And I'm like, this thing's fixing to go down some more. This thing is fixing to go down some more, and naturally, it didn't go down some more. But I was in it and took a hit last night. Hurt the old pride a little bit, So my mindset is a little bit off this morning. I'm not going to lie. So if you see me just taking sim trades, that's just because, I don't want to, overdo it. Like I say, overdo it. I'm mad and I don't want a revenge trade or anything like that. I mean, I still want to get the practice, the training of trading, but I don't want to risk, the emotions getting the better of me and, causing me to make a very, very stupid mistake, right? Because I mean, at the end of the day, the goal is to, survive to trade another day, right? I mean, if you take a hit on your account, hey, I mean, depending on how your account looks, it's okay. You just take the time to let your mind get right about what's going on. Just I mean, accept what happened, right? Learn from the mistake. Learn what lessons the market has to teach you, right? And then get ready for the next trading day. I mean, as you can see, I mean, this thing just tore up. Boom! It tore up big time. So yeah, and then I was on a trade this morning. I was on a trade earlier this morning, and my computer locked up. I couldn't X out of my motive wave. I couldn't check the account to see if I was even in a trade. It was total panic. I was freaking out. I had a stop already set and all that stuff, but I'm telling you, like, it was very unsettling to have that, right? To have that happen. I actually had to restart my computer, and then was able to log back in to find out that I was in the trade and it had hit my stop. So you can imagine the losses compounded like that from the trade that I took last night, and then the the one from this morning. It's not pretty. I'll say that it's not pretty. I'm embarrassed. I'll say that. But I mean, we're all about honesty here, right? I mean, I'm not going to encourage you to take a trade that I wouldn't take. And I'm not gonna snow you and say that I'm 100% successful trader, because I'm not. I've got my own things that I deal with when it comes to trading and stuff like that. I mean, that's just the human aspect of it. So just being real about it. Hang on, let me pop the garage and let the kiddos out real quick for the bus. Be right back. So yeah, sometimes brutal honesty is exactly what is needed in order to make yourself better, make yourself a better trader, right? I mean, very very stupid, careless, just I mean not a smart decision, and that's on me. That's on me. But we're not gonna reel on it, or reel in it. You know what I mean? We're gonna push through. We're gonna see what trades we got today, and if there's a good one, that's headed the right direction. We're gonna keep our contract size small. We're going to keep our profit targets tight, keep our stops tight, and we're gonna nurse this thing back, from the brink. Uh, so I mean, you have one good day, and it makes you feel like this euphoric sense of success, right? You have a couple of good days in a row, and all of a sudden, that euphoric sensation that you feel of success becomes a cocky feeling of success, and then it requires something like this to knock you off your high horse back down to reality, where you can actually keep your feet planted firmly on the ground and take trades that are like worth taking. You know what I mean? So anyway, this is the Global Trading Software YouTube channel. All right, you're gonna learn a whole lot about the system that I use today, and I just want you guys to know that I mean, this is I want to show you guys that this works. It works. It works for me. I've got of less than a year of experience in trading, and I was able to pass the $150,000 gauntlet challenge from Earn to Trade. Okay, with just using this, right? Now there's a learning curve, and I'll tell you right now that even if you stick to your rules 99% of the time, you'll not stick to the rules at least 1% of the time, and that 1% of the time will make up that entire 20% of losses from that 80/20. So I mean, just be honest with yourself whenever you're using this system. um, just understand that it is a 80% win rate if you follow all the rules, right? And if you consistently follow all the rules, right, and you have that discipline to tell yourself no, to rein yourself in, to prevent yourself from taking stupid trades, or making stupid decisions or choices, I mean, you're setting yourself up for success, right? Because that 80% will will just, it'll feel like a whole lot more. Does that make sense? And you'll recognize those 20% whenever they present themselves, right? So, all right, let's take a look here. Let's take a look here. I'm gonna lock in all my stuff here. There we go. All right, so we do have some data coming out this morning. Hang on here. We do have some data coming out this morning. Actually, I'm in the wrong one here. Hang on. Pull up my other browser because I've got it saved up here at the top. Man, overconfidence kills, folks. It's complacency. That's what it was. Complacency. All right, so we got import exports that came out about 15 minutes ago. They're on. I mean, they're almost identical. Trade balance looks like 3 billion in the negative. Not really sure what that means. We got the red book year over year coming up in 8 minutes. Then we got some PMI market composite PMI coming up. Services PMI for September coming up. Don't see a massive anything going down from that. But what I'm looking for is the ISM non-manufacturing PMI for September. That shows that it's pretty significant, right? And then this afternoon you've got FOMC member Quarles speaks. So couple of good data points coming out today. Remember, don't trade the data or the why the data is what it is. Just trade the reaction to the data, right? So let's cycle through here. This is the ES. I'm going to throw this watermark up here. You guys can see that. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, some great volatility during Globex. I mean, if we're being honest about it, it was fantastic. I mean, good smooth down moves, good smooth up moves. Here's the open for the London right here, or for the European Open right there. That's pretty solid. That is pretty solid. Let's see here. What's going on, Paul? How are you this morning? MES long on Auto Trader survived first batch of data, and it is in profit. Matter of fact, this is the ES right here, right? So it is in profit, and I believe that one trades off of the 15. So let's bump this to the 15 and see. There we go. There's 5 and 6 star right there on the 15 minute. On the 15 minute. I believe the odd, yes, MES 15 minute right there. So do a micro. I want to say it mirrors the actual MES Z1. So I want to say it mirrors the mini contracts, but I think there's a little variance in there. Yep, no, it's still the same. All right, so the micro ES 15 minute, right? So Auto Trader sees this 5-star, 6-star sequence, makes that entry right there. So the entry would be right around, right around where it is right now, 310.25 or 310 even. Right, took a little bit of heat off the top there, but I mean, you're seeing a great push up. And the cloud, the manager, wow, so green, so wide, telling you to stay in the trade. However, all of this is done with the Auto Trader, so you don't have to do diddly. You don't have to do a single thing. This is the Auto Trader's managing this for you, right? So it's got its stop set already predetermined. It's got a profit target that's predetermined. It's got everything you need, So what the next data point I believe was well, other than the red book, the next data point that I'm seeing was the was it some sort of PMI that's coming out. I just closed out of it, I think. Nope, there it is right there. ISM non-manufacturing PMI at 10 o'clock, which is 10 o'clock Eastern. So that's a little bit after the open, which could prove to be an interesting turn of events here. All right, so real quick, if this is your first time to the channel, please hit the like button. Let us know that you're watching, let you appreciate the raw honesty of this channel. I mean, I don't think I can get much more honest with you folks. It is absolutely gut wrenching how honest I have to be with you guys. Just because, I mean, I'm here, I'm using this stuff. I mean, if it's a mistake that I make, I want to make sure that it is well known that it is a mistake that I made, not this system, right? Because the system is designed to maximize your profits, minimize your losses if you follow the rules. And that includes setting your stops, using the risk management strategies that come with it, right? And then taking the right trades, waiting on good entries, those kinds of things that we went over yesterday evening in the afternoon session, right? So if you are wanting to refresh on those rules, you can head back and watch that video, and I go over it in great detail of my specific rules along with the general rules to follow for the XBRAD system, right? So definitely hit the like button. Let us know that you're watching. Let us know that this is helping, or you're enjoying the content. Subscribe if you can. Notification bell. That way you know when we go live. We go live every morning. I say every morning. We're working towards every morning at let's see here. It'll be 8:30 Eastern, 8:30 to 10:30 Eastern, and then we come back live 2 to 3:30 Eastern. 2 to 3:30 Eastern. And you can join us for either one of those. We're tossing around some ideas in the Discord right now about if there's a different time frame that will be better for folks, or whatever. So if you'd like to be part of that conversation, make sure you join our Discord. It is absolutely 100% free. Link is in the description of this video right here. Please visit, say hi. You're going to be surrounded with a bunch of like-minded people that just want to learn, right? Paul is very engaged in the group. Damien, I am very invested in the group. We want to make sure that everybody has the right knowledge, the best source of knowledge for their trading style, for their trading journey, right? So, I mean, you may look at all these products and go, man, I don't need any of that. What the edge that I'm using right now is good enough for me. Hey, you know what? Then that's fine. But we still want you to join the Discord. We still want you to be a part of it. I mean, it's really important that you continue to surround yourself with folks that have the same goals and aspirations as you do, right? Because that definitely improves your chances of success, right? So join the Discord. Wow, what is going on here? All right, so we don't have a sell signal on silver, but we've got one on gold. And this is the opening range here. Dude, hit the 5 minute, see what the opening range. Boom, boom, boom. Right there. Break out the bottom. All right, so break out the bottom for the opening range right into support. So mind that if you take that trade, mind this support down here. Looks like it's, I mean, I don't know if it's significant. I wouldn't say it was significant, but it's definitely, it's just something you don't want to short into, right? It is a level of support, so don't short at the support, right? Actually, I have a little zone right here that it's hitting off of right now to right about here. So was at a point 1.6 anyway. So hang on just 1 second. So if yeah, definitely join the Discord. Surround yourself with like-minded folks. Okay, there's no pressure to to sign up for anything or buy anything. You know, it's not. This is not that kind of company, right? I mean, as you can see, you can come here and watch for yourself how well this stuff works, and it'll sell itself because I'm not a salesman, right? I'm just using the stuff, right? So, but if you do see something on here that just, I mean, catches your interest, right? You want to know more about it, right? You want to try it out. They got a couple of different options that you can choose from. They got a 6-month option for a lease for this day trading bundle right here. That's everything except for the manager that you see right here, along with some harmonics that I'm not currently using. But you got the harmonics, divergence cloud, expert algo, EMA cloud that come in the day trading bundle. And then you've got the cradle to grave, which is just the XBRAT algo and the manager, and those two things right there are like bare knuckles what you need in order to take good trades and then manage those good trades. So I mean, check it out. The link is in the description of this video right here as well. Visit the website. You know, Paul posted in here this morning about the auto trader and what was going on with it. I mean, they have auto traders that will churn out 10 to 15% on your money every month. Okay, uh, that is not a lie. That is not garbage. That is 100% honest truth. If you don't believe me, click on the link in the description of this video. Go to the website. There's a section called Auto Traders, right? Check it out. They have journals for each one. Okay, they are completely open and honest about the returns that you will from these auto traders. There is nothing else like it on the market. I guarantee it. There's not, right? Now, granted, there's not a dadgum 100% win rate on the market either, no matter who you hear that garbage from. That's just doesn't exist. There's not such a thing, right? But if you follow the rules of this system right here, 80% is really good, really good, really good. The auto traders, I mean, you take that same win loss ratio and apply it to the auto traders and know that that's exactly what you're going to get from those auto traders, because the auto traders are built to do nothing but follow the rules. So, I mean, can you imagine something, a computer trading for you with no emotion, no nothing, just looking at the price action, looking at the signals, checking support and resistance, getting into a trade, taking profit, and you never even have to worry about it? Godly. Uh, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. So yeah, go to the website, check it out, read the journals, read the trade journals. I mean, you won't regret it. All right. So diving into the day here, I'm sorry, I'm getting notifications and text messages about coming to get coming to cut the grass, and my wife's at Walmart and kids are getting ready for the bus. I mean, it's what a hectic morning. Golly. Anyway, so we're gonna jump right into this real quick. I'm cruising through on some separate charts, mainly just because I don't want to you know I don't want to show you guys how gross my boo boo really was. Yeah, I'll tell you, it was bad. It was bad enough to cause me to not want to trade anything but sim today, just because emotionally it got me. Like I was mad. I was mad. Shoot, I'm still a little burnt up about it. But I mean, what can you do, right? I mean, these are the emotions of trading, right? I mean, you gut it out and you hope for the best, right? I mean, what can you do? What can you do? Not seeing anything at all. This is pre-market still. We got about 29 minutes until the opening bell. Looks like the NASDAQ. Never mind. I clicked on the wrong one. I was like, wow, really? I don't remember that. I clicked on the 1 week bars, and it's been a steady climb for like a whole week. I'm sorry, not a whole week. For like since March. Wow, March 2020, it was at 7,000 points. The Nasdaq was, and now look at it. What? Okay, that's crazy. All right, so I will switch that back down to the 3 minute where it belongs. And I know you guys can't see this specific chart, but I'm cruising through, seeing if there's anything that is worthwhile. And I'm not seeing anything right this minute because we've got no signals, and I'm kind of not going to take that risk today. Not going to take that risk of trading and falling into that 20% today. Can't do it. Can't do it. So, let's see. Um, let's see what the trading the fifth. Uh, what do you call it? Economic calendar. Nope. Trading the fifth. Trade the fifth. Tradethefifth.com. Tradethefifth.com. Right there. Pull it up. Boom, boom. Free resources, economic calendar, all that's up at the top part of the website whenever you pull it up. Let's see here. PMI at 8:45 Eastern. That came out already. 9 a.m. Eastern is boom. All right. So that's already done, or they're doing it right now. And then wait, is that for today? October the 5th? Yeah, it's October 5th. And then I'm seeing on a different one the at 10:30 12-month bill auction. And then I'm seeing on a different calendar that there is the ISM non-manufacturing PMI set to come up in 56 minutes from right now. So keep that in mind. Oh, man. Yes. Question on the Discord. When using the manager, we don't take trades whenever the candlesticks are in the cloud. So it's important to understand that the manager itself is not there to give you the confirmation of entry on a trade. You know what I mean? It is there to show you the shift in direction. Yes. However, it is not an indicator that is to be used to get into a trade, right? So that doesn't tell you, hey, look, when these lines cross, that's when you get in the trade. There's plenty of other ones for that. This one is specifically to help you manage the trade, okay? It is not for anything but managing your trade, all right? Let me run and shut the garage door real quick, make sure the minions got on the bus. One moment. All right. And I'm home alone again, at least for a minute, right? Son's got a doctor's appointment at 11, so my wife's going to get him at 10:30, and she's off work today, which is totally fine. I mean, my wife is my best friend, so I don't mind her being here. She gets a kick out of me doing this anyway. All right, so so the manager is there to help you manage the trade. It's not to tell you to get into the trade, right? It'll tell you if you're on the right track in the trade, right? So it confirms the signal that you get from the XBRAT algo. XBRAT algo gives you a 6-star sell, is confirmed with the downwards red cloud that you'll see like this right here. And so you hop in and you wait for it to cross back over to green or a crossover. That's the manager telling you it's time to hop out. So that's how you do that. This is going to be a tough day. I'm not going to lie. This is going to be a tough day because everything in me wants to take trades right now, but for the wrong reasons, right? So, I mean, be honest. Be honest with yourself before you start your trading day. What is your mental, what is your mental state? You know what I mean? Are you capable of making sound decisions when you're taking trades today? Is that going to happen, or are you going to find yourself in a position where you are over trading, where you are taking any trade, where you are revenge trading, where you are throwing all of your rules out the window in order to, I don't know, try to make a dollar? You know, I mean, what are you trying to do with it? So I forgot to plug my computer up to my internet yesterday, and there was a couple of times in the day where it just got crap quality. So I don't want to do that again today. And I forgot to plug it up this morning. So I'm going to do it right now while I'm live because that's real professional. But hey, you know, I mean, we are where we are, right? We are where we are, doing what we're doing. And we can't really do anything about it, right? I will tell you that it definitely improves the display of the price action like fast, right? I've got a gig. So here we got a price cross on gold. Z. A price cross on gold to the downside. This is the 5 minute. We've got this 6-star rolling on the 1 minute, right? So remember, I pulled this up, showed it. I think I showed this to you. Yes, 6-star right into support. This is the opening range right here. So if you're doing the open range trade, you're down out of the bottom side right there. Finally broke through this support area right here, and there's a 6-star sell on the 5 minute. Confirmation on the 5 minute is always good. That is always good. It's always a nice warm and fuzzy, right? Because when you get the larger time frames giving you signals, that is always just absolutely, it's confirming, right? It confirms your lower time frame stuff. So let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. So we will wait on this candle to come down for the 5 minute. Now, if you look at yesterday's, you know what, Damien, I'm going to stop sharing this window right here, and I'm going to pull up my other chart if we can do that. and you're going to see me for just a second here. Boom. Let me know if you can see that. There we go. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. All right. So this is yesterday's. I'm sorry. I did this yesterday. Okay. I noted this area right here that would be I don't know, was this yesterday's opening range? Maybe. Yes, it was. It was yesterday's opening range right here. Okay. So remember that previous days' opening ranges will prove to be problematic whenever they come down into them, right? They are normally, they find some sort of support right there for a good bounce, or whatever. But so definitely remember to keep those marked, right? See here. And then this upwards area right here is the resistance slash support area that I found. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. But I found some cool, I mean, on some natural gas. Like, look, I went back. Was it natural gas or oil? Let me see here. So I went back to 2008, I think, and found the highest uh, the highest that it had ever been is $150 a barrel, right? That's the all-time high, $150 a barrel. And it's slowly creeping its way back up there, right? So what I did was I went back, because this is the only other time that this price has been up this high, right? It's kind of doing this stair stepping thing going up. But I went back and I found the problem areas back from 2008, right? Whenever it was headed up that direction, and I marked them. I just can't remember which chart I marked them on. I don't know if it was the 5 minute or the. Oh, well, I guess we're not going to get to see that right now. Oh, well. Sorry about that. Boom, boom, boom. I'll figure that out here in just a minute. But it was really cool because there's a really well defined zone of resistance right in there from 2008. Now I don't know if that resistance zone is still like a valid resistance zone 12 years 13 years later. I don't know. I mean, I would think that if a whole bunch of people thought that that was a good place to set a bunch of buy or sell orders right there, 13 years ago, that somebody looked back and historically was like, you know what, hey, if they did that back then I'm going to do it right now. I mean, that makes sense, right? Because I guess it does make sense. But anyway, so we're gonna keep on trudging through here. Got a little bit of a, yeah. So this is it's a little bit of resistance. Oh, hang on. NQ 5 minute 6-star sell. Hey, look, this is good. On the 5 minute, look, 4-star and a 6-star right there. You saw it here first on Global Trading Software YouTube channel. No, I'm just kidding. So you got a 4-star and a 6-star right into support. Okay, right into support. Yesterday's low was 3. Gosh, dog, hang on just a second. I gotta figure that out, because that's gonna play a role today. 368. 368.25 is yesterday's low. So I mean, yes, we're up at 500 in the 500s right now. If this thing turns down, which I mean, it could. But if this thing turns down, look at all this crap it's got to go through first before you decide. Okay, so let's see your European low. So from 3 a.m. to 3 a.m. right here. Boom. 3 a.m. is right here. And I will make that guide properties. We'll do orange here. And then the European high for the time frame is going to be up here at the 1459. I'm sorry, 14,549. That's going to be the high right there. Add guide, and we're going to change that to the orange as well. Give us just kind of a point of reference so that we know what to look for here whenever it's heading down or up into that area. Boom, there we go. And then for Asia, let's see here, that kicked in. Here's your Asian low right here, which is going to be the total low for yesterday. So here, add guide. Actually, yeah, yes, because it opened up at 8:30, so it's down here, and then it bounced and went up. So you've got this area right here is going to be the Asian high and the Asian low. So let me change those right here, and I'm gonna throw those as blue, and then we're actually hanging out at the around the Asian high right now. Add guide right here. Guide properties, blue, 2. All right, and that should kind of give us a good division of. All right, so we've got this is the European high, this is the European low, this is the Asian high, this is the Asian low right there. So, and we got them color coded too, so it looks real pretty. Just kidding. Well, I mean, I think it looks all right. Orange and blue, what's not to love about those two colors, right? All right, so we got 12 minutes until the open of this shenanigans. I'm sipping on my Mio Energy. It's a good spot for an insert. Mio, do you want to sponsor me? Just kidding. We got a cat yesterday. My wife's not here, so I can say this. I'm not a fan of cats, right? But if I had $1, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Done. If I had $1 for every time I was asked, can I get this animal, or can we get this animal, or are you okay if we get a cat or a dog or whatever, I wouldn't be trading. I would be a millionaire already. Wouldn't have to trade. So we got one, and currently it's dragging my Ethernet cable across the floor. Back here. Hey. Be weird. Oh my gosh. These peoples, I swear. All right, so that is a massive zone. That is what, 42, 43 points. 43 points ish right there in that zone. So here, I can do that real quick. Oops, not that one. Throw that. See here. And we're going to do this. So that way we kind of have an idea of the zones. Because, just because it breaks above the top of this line right here, it doesn't mean that it's cleared of it, right? these areas right here are definitely zones of interest, right? You want to make sure that you're doing this correctly here. And I don't know, I don't think I was here. Extend to the right and left. Boom, there we go. And then we'll throw another zone down here at the bottom. And we're going to do this one as well. It's going to be a nice fat zone down here. Boom. Left and right. Boom. There you go. All right. So, I mean, I guess you could put a blue area right in there, just kind of telling you that this is going to be. And in all honesty, yesterday's low, I think yesterday's low is going to be where this thing crumbles. But if it decides to break out the top of this right here, I mean, we're rolling. We're rolling if it breaks out the top of that right there. No question about it. 5-star, 6-star buy on the natural gas, 1 minute. But we got, let's see here, 6107 was problematic earlier. So we're just going to hang tight right here. Now, if we do the same thing that we just did with the, is that the 1 minute? That's the 5 minute. All right. So we can just change up the time frames right here. If we do the same thing we did with this one on the ES and the YM, I think it's going to set us up for success here. So let me just go ahead and do that. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see here, low. I'm just going to do this so I know where I'm at here. And then the high. And then the low for the European Open, right? Yep. Low. And then the high is up here. Bam. All right, so now we're going to draw, let's see here, zone here, and then zone here. And I think this is a resistance zone, resistance area within that zone. Here, 22. Oh, no, it's a high. Boom, boom. All right, so it's low, it's high. NQ 12 minute, 5-star sell on 12 minute. So keeping an eye on that time. Breaking down below the 500 mark. Yesterday, the issue came at 400. But now remember, okay, hey, check this out. Look, this is always fantastic whenever you see this, okay? 4-star, 5-star sequence on the XBRAT right here. 4-star, 5-star. Let's see if we can get a 6-star out of this. A 6-star out of that right into the open. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. 4-star, 5-star, 6-star sequence straight into the open. That would be, yep. That'd be it. That'd be the bees. That would be the bees. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Continue on with our decorative dressing of the other areas right here. Boom, boom. See, I see a. This is a manageable zone here. That is a manageable zone. Actually, it comes down to right here because this is the. What does it? What on earth did I do here? I done messed something up here, I think. So you're Asian high, Asian low, Asian high, Asian low, Euro high. What is this? think it's just resistance. So I'm going to get rid of that. Remove that one right there. That way I know which ones are which here. And then, so that's going to leave us a little gap right in here of, boom. That's a really massive zone right there. Boom, boom. Oops. There we go. 4 minutes. And then add that same zone again right here. My, oh my, what issues we had yesterday. You know, I mean, so WhatsApp and all that stuff started working again last night, which is totally fine. I mean, I I don't really do Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff much, but I know people that do, and they were going nuts yesterday. So what we're looking for, I mean, look at this massive range right here. 269 to 314. Hang on. Boom, boom, boom. 269 minus 314. That is a 45 points of shenanigans right in here. And this is the area. The reason why we're doing this is because it has built the I say the index. Buyers and sellers have built these boundaries inside of this that are going to prove to be problematic throughout today's trading day. I really believe that. Unless we have a serious just rollover and down or a rocket to the moon here, and we're closer to the rocket to the moon than we are to the downside of this roller coaster right here. Because I mean, a rocket to the moon, you're looking at a break out of the top of this 314 area, and then watch these areas right in here. But I mean, you've got some fresh air between these. I mean, you've got a little bit of room to breathe. So I mean, you break out the top and go for a run. There's no telling when it's going to stop. I mean, especially if the data's good. Got about a minute left until the open. Mind the data, people. Mind the data. Look at what's going on here. You got rubbing my nose. My nose itches. So look at what's going on here, right? I mean, you're showing a neutral bias on the ES right here. There is no trade to be had right here, folks. There is no trade to be had. On the NQ, you have a selling bearish bias. So, I mean, there's a 4-star and a 6-star. Okay, so you're looking for a breakdown below this. Let's see here, breakdown below 494, break and close below. So give it 490. Give it 490. Oops. Give it 490, and then you're looking for at least 465 before you hit some support right there. But remember, this is the opening range here. Oh, we are open. We are in. We are rolling. I always overtalk the open. I mean, all right. Let's check this out here. A moment of silence for the people caught in the wood chipper right now. Ooh. I wonder if there's really not going to be a whole lot until after the main data in the next 30 minutes or so. I mean, that's a really nice candle, though, on the 1 minute. It's a really nice candle. Boom, 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 down. Looking like a ripper. It's always great. Reversal on gold pit open today. A more advanced strategy, filmed it live, and it's up in the training videos channel on Discord group. All right, cool. So so Paul's saying that he traded a reversal on the gold pit open today. A bit of a strategy for those with a little bit of experience. But the great thing about this Discord is that he takes the time to make these videos and walk you through. Hey, we got a 6-star right here on the 1 minute. We've got bullish bias here on the 1 minute. We're breaking out over the top of this 551 area right here on the 5 minute. Looking good. Now let's look left. Let's do that. We're going to pull open this 5 minute here. We're going to look left. Looks like we're right around a old support area, which is, it's kind of where we're at right now anyway. Could see all right until, let's see here, 586. So there's a lot of chop in here. Of course, this is the Asian European session right here from the end of September, beginning of October, right here. So definitely something to keep an eye on. Now, we couldn't hold above that. We couldn't hold above that. At least not on that candle, right? So it's another good reason for waiting for this first 12-minute candle on the Nasdaq. Because like on the opening range, we have 15 minutes on the ES, the YM, RTY, and then we have the 12-minute on the NQ. Right, that has been the recommended. Those are the recommended time frames for the opening ranges, right? And then if you get a breakout of that opening range right there, with a 6-star confirmation, and like there's things that happen that confirm that the direction that is solid, right? Versus going on a, wow, look, it's breaking out above this 550. Hey, excuse me, breaking out above this 550 area right here. Let's go long, and then you go long, and you took 13 points off of it, but now you're like, why did I do that? Why didn't I just follow my rules? Ta-da! There are rules for a reason. There are rules for a reason. They're there to help, right? They are there to help. RTY, star sell, ES, 4-star buy. What on earth? What kind of shenanigans is going on here? There we go. Wow, look at that chop on the 1 minute. I would say that she's pretty much a stone cold killer until data comes out. Stone cold. She is chewing up people's dreams of financial security like it's child's play. Like it ain't nothing. Now, I will say this is a great example right here. Yes, there is a lot of price action movement right here. I mean, a ton of price action movement right here. But look at this 6-star. This 6-star, boom, it comes back down, and you're freaking out, right? Because that is a dadgum massive, massive. Like, you bought in up here. You bought in up here at 560. Where's the top of this thing? 560.75. So 561. 561 you bought in. And then it came all the way back down here. Came all the way back down here to 515. And you're going, what was I doing? Why? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? All right. Number one, you probably didn't look left. Okay. So that's your responsibility, is to look left. Okay. And number two, you were probably just going in like, cocky, like I did. Like, I've got, I made over $2,000 yesterday. I'm a professional trader now. I can do this. And then you start relying on your own ego or whatever to get you through these trades, and that's just not how it works, right? If you want to survive this, you need to learn to follow the rules. That's why you probably won't see me take a trade today. You probably, at least not right now, not in this shenanigans. Look at it. It is, like, this is the 12-minute right here. This is the 12-minute. All right, so you got, let's mark the high and the low of this 12-minute right here. Boom. Add, and then boom. Add. There we go. That's not the right one. Move it on down a little bit. There we go. All right, so you got some support starting to form down here at the bottom of this opening 12-minute candle as well. So you're freaking out a little bit. I mean, if you're in this trade, I ain't gonna lie, like, you got some balls, man. I'm telling you, straight up. So this is the first 12 minutes. You want to look and see kind of what's going on. Is it going to dedicate to a certain direction, or is it just going to sit there and do this all day? Or if it does decide to go down, is it going to look like this right here? Or is it going to look like this right here? Or same if it goes up. I mean, is it just going to sit there and chop people and take contracts or whatever they do and make money that way? Or are they going to, or is it just gonna sit here and do this all day? You really have no idea. So let's just cruise through here and see what else we got going on. There's a nice 5-star, 6-star on natural gas with a break over the $6.15 mark. Now this joker right here, it'll make a payday really quick, but it will eat your lunch too if you're not careful. Golly, and I'm not kidding. This thing will, it'll tear you up if you're not careful. Because it pays $10 per tick, and it goes 1 through 99 before it gets to, so like 6.031. Here, let's look at this. 6.031 to 6.131 is 100 ticks. So that's $1,000. Recoup some losses, NASDAQ gains 0.6. Dow adds 150 points. I didn't get that. I didn't get that 6-star. Oh, why? Because that's why. Here we go. Open and range. Now for the remember, ES, YM, RTY is 15 minutes on that range right there. But we pretty much have this dadgum range mapped out right here. It is hanging tight right in there. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed with it today. I'm just not. But that's okay. The market does not have to impress me. It could literally care less about this guy named Daniel Moore from Mississippi. Market don't care. So why should you care about the market? I say, why should you care about the market? You should care about the market. You should care about how to beat the market. Best way to do that is follow the rules and use this system right here. Boom, boom. All right. So while we've got a minute, look, I'm going to do this here. There we go. All right, cool. So this is our Discord right here. We've got live session announcements where they announce that, hey, this weirdo is going live on YouTube right now. Come watch him make a fool of himself. They do that. And then we got the highlight reel. I have not made the highlight reel yet. I'm really kind of disappointed about that. A couple full recordings, auto trader stuff, right? Look, this is Paul, and this is him posting information. These are other people that have the auto trader, right? I mean, these are actual trades that this auto trader has taken, right? And this is just posting inside the Discord, all right? You can find all the same information on the website, right? You could find more in-depth information on the website. All right. Working on some funding options, got all your links for all the indicators and stuff. This is where we just come and hang out right here. This is general chat. We got futures trading right here. And this is kind of, yeah. So this is kind of how everything looks as far as when Paul chimes in and he's like, hey, look, this is an example of what your chart should look like going into the open. And I mean, this is definitely what my chart should look like going into the open. It is not what it looks like going into the open. I will say that, but I mean, this is I'm learning the same as everybody else that comes here. I'm learning, and so I mean, look at this. Look at this. Took a little $25 loss on the auto trader. Oh man, he's honest about it, right? And you'll find the same honesty inside of the uh, the journals, the trading journals, right? So we're up to about 30, 100, with 113 members now in Discord. So definitely growing. Definitely want to see you there. I mean, as you can see, it's just a bunch of people just hanging out, talking about the markets, goofing off and stuff like that. It's not like anybody's pushing you in a certain kind of direction. And there's people there that do support and resistance. They do supply and demand. They do all kinds of different styles of trading, but they all come and hang out in one area and surround themselves with like-minded people. What's not to love about that? 15 minutes until that data. 15 minutes until that data comes out. We're going to cycle through here real quick and see where everything's at. Boom, boom, boom. Now down here at the bottom on the RTY, look at that 5-6 star sell on the RTY. I'm telling you that the lows, overnight lows, and yesterday's lows are going to be very critical areas for any further downward movement. Those are going to be very significant areas. Okay, keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on those. Gold, the soul snatcher. No, actually, I think the Nasdaq would be the soul snatcher 3000. That would be the Nas in that very first opening candle. Look at this baby roll. My goodness, this 6 star is proving to be fantastic. Look, entry on this is 0.63. You're up over $1,000 on a single contract right now if you're in this trade. Wow, that's great. That is absolutely fantastic. Let's see here. Oops. Boom, 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 down. How nice is it without hearing Peppa Pig in the background? Let's see here. Cruising through. No trades yet. No signals. I mean, there's been some signals, but there's not really anything like. All right, so here's a good teaching point right here. Okay, so on with this system right here, 6-star, boom, still valid, 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 no longer valid. Boom. The second it breaks out the bottom of this cloud right here. All right, so now we're waiting on another 6-star to come, right? So it resets when it breaks out the bottom of that cloud right there. It resets, and it has to complete all 12 points of decision again before it gives you another 6-star. Okay, it is designed that way because in the algorithm's outlook, if it comes down below that certain point right there, more often than not, the move does not succeed. Right, so keep that in mind. Everything is there for a reason. Everything is there to help you. And that includes understanding that if it breaks out the bottom of this right here, it is not valid, right? I mean, if we look at yesterday, there was a 6-star sell right before the opening candle, and that opening candle pierced the top of that, and then it turned around and just dove, right, all day long. Was it almost 400 points yesterday? Did it dive? But we never got another 6-star on the 1 minute. We got a 6-star on the 5 minute and the 3 minute and managed it on the 1 minute, right? Now, hindsight is always 2020. I will say that with absolute certainty that hindsight is always 2020, and you can shoulda, coulda, woulda yourself into a millionaire's mindset, right? But it's not going to change anything in your circumstances, right? So instead of going, I should have not taken that trade, I should have done this, I could have done this, I could have made that much money if I would have done this or had that many contracts or whatever, just learn the lesson. Take the trade, learn the lesson, boom. Take the trade when it's good. Take the trade when the signal's there. Follow the rule set. If it goes, if it fails, learn the lesson, learn what you missed, and move on. Because I can promise you that if you took a trade on a 6-star, you didn't look left and find a reason not to take that trade, right? So they even advise you not to take every single 6-star trade that comes out. Why? Because the algorithm can do a ton for you, but it can't do everything for you. Okay, there is some things that you have to do, and that is you have to do the human part of it, right? You have to look left, you have to see these things, you have to find your support and resistance, you have to know where your problem zones are, and what's going to be coming down the road. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be able to do that. It can't do that, right? Now, the auto trader, that joker is built to do that, right? But you go to the website, you read all the stuff, you buy the product, and you set it and you forget it, right? But this involves a lot of this and a lot of, crazy, heart pounding emotion, right? Because we're human, right? I mean, that's just part of who we are, right? I mean, it is in essence what makes us human, right? So you have to understand that that plays a factor in these trades, right? So if you find a 6 star, if you get a take it, look at this right here, this 4 star, 6 star, boom. If you'd have been like, I'm taking that, it's fixing to crash because yesterday, right? I mean, if you look left at all, let's say these zones weren't here, you look left at all, I mean, you would see that. I mean, look at this. It has played around that range and played around that range all night long. It ain't just fixing to just come crashing down through there. And if it did, I would be waiting for it to show some commitment out the bottom side. You find your reason not to get into the trade. Maximize that ability for that 80% to work for you, right? Still waiting on something amazing, I guess. Breaking out the top of these ranges here, which is good. And then this first 15-minute candle here. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Picking up some steam. That's good. Now remember, looking left here. Also, I mean, okay, so yes, this could be considered like the opening range trade for this, right? And I mean, okay, but if that's the way you want to look at it, all right. I'm not a well enough. I'm not a knowledgeable enough trader to understand that if a support or resistance area that is coming up is going to be too much for this, or it's going to be too strong, right? I mean, by the looks of it, it looks like we've got all the way up to 635 ish before we bump into anything, but I don't know that for sure because look left. Look left. I mean, you got all of this shenanigans right over here. I mean, I don't know. I would not take the trade because I don't know. I mean, look at this. You got all of this right here. This is the end of September, beginning of October, right here. That's what this is. And this put a lot of, I would say, resistance right in, at this point. It would be resistance, right? Just a giant zone of crap that it's got to get somewhere, right? So we're waiting on these stars to really give us something. The one thing that I will say is that it never checked up at any of those zones on the way down. None. Not even a little bit. It just do. It just came on down. So is that a indication of how it's going to go on the way up? I don't know. It depends on I don't know how many people are trading the market right now. I don't know. Couple of million different opinions about the market and where it's going. I mean, it's all everybody has a different opinion, man. It's so I mean, how do you know? You don't, right? So just play it safe. There's nothing wrong with playing it safe. There's nothing wrong with playing it safe. Played it safe yesterday, ended well. Took risks today, ended badly. That's my take on it. RTY 1 minute 6 star buy, bopping over here. Now RTY is usually pretty stout whenever it gets that 6 star. Let's see here. Well, we got some breaking out to do over the top of this. And then yesterday, boom, boom, boom. All right, so that's a high. And then yesterday, well, where are we over that? It's 5 o'clock yesterday evening. Oh no, this may be oh no, there we go. Yep, there we go. Right there. Same thing. Right up into this area right here. I guess every single one of these indexes has one of these right now. That's just like pumping the brakes. Right around in here. Pumping the brakes. So yeah, I wouldn't take that trade either. There's too much of this. Too much of this and not enough of just a wide open air, right? All right, so we'll move on to. Now, does that mean that this trade, like this 6-star, is not going to just run up to the dadgum moon? No, it doesn't mean that at all. As a matter of fact, I mean it's probable. Why don't you guys fill out a I mean, it's everything's possible. Anything's possible, right? But given all of that was over there to the left, that makes me uncomfortable about taking the trade. Now, could that be specifically because of the mistake that I made this morning? Yeah, it could be. I could be just a little bit overly cautious, you know. But I'd rather be overly cautious and survive the trade another day than overly aggressive trying to make some money back and just wreck it all. You know, that just seems like the more intelligent option. And I'm not even an intelligent guy. So that tells you something. So we're just kind of hanging out. I mean, this might turn into an afternoon session. Golly. Now, there's some data coming out here in 2 minutes. It'll be interesting to see what the reaction to this data is. I believe it is the PMI, I'm sorry, ISM non-manufacturing PMI, and it shows that it's super important. So, I mean, I don't know what ISM is, but I've learned to pay attention to how many stars it has next to it to show that importance. Let's see here. I mean, if you went, I don't know, shoot, there's probably some people that just like made a bazillion dollars right there. I don't know. But for those of us who did not do that and who are being patient, waiting on the trade to pop up and reveal itself, I feel like we're going to be the true kings and queens. Anyway, so if this is your first visit to the channel, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you'd like to. Hit the notification bell. That way you get notified every time we go live, which is right now 2 days a week. I mean, I'm just a regular dude. I've got a full-time job. My wife has a full-time job. We got 3 kids, a dog, and a cat, and you can't see the crazy just destruction behind me because of this awesome GTS, background that I have here, which is really cool. But I'm just a regular dude, so I've got other things that I've got going on. So, we're working on moving into a more consistent 4 days a week. So we're looking for somebody that can chip in with doing this, who doesn't mind, broadcasting success and failures, and who can stick to the rules and help others become successful traders, consistently profitable traders. Uh, so yeah, we're trying to move to 4 days a week from 2 days a week, and maybe we're talking about maybe adding like a Friday open or a European session on some days or all day. I don't know. So If you'd like to be a part of that discussion, you can join the Discord. The link is in the description of this video. And yeah, so hit the notification bell. I mean, come watch me, win some, lose some, but we are winning more than we are losing if we follow the rules, right? That is the absolute plus of this system. If you're seeing some cool stuff, and really we haven't had a great example yet. I've been trying to find good examples, but we haven't really found one quite yet. See, I mean, look at it. Look at it. We're looking to rocket up to the moon. It looks like, people. I think the Nasdaq actually has more room to move than some of the other ones, because it burned off almost 400 points yesterday. So that will be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what happens here. Let's check on our metals here. Looking like we may have hit a bottom on this very short-lived 6-star. On the 5-minute, though, I mean, look, remember what I said. It's got to pierce the top of this EMA cloud for it to be invalidated. But I did say that this zone, which is yesterday's opening range, is going to probably cause some issues. It usually finds some support in there, right? But if it breaks out the bottom of that right there, I mean, it could go on down. Now, manager here is telling you to stay in this trade. If you are in this trade of gold right there, following this 6-star from the Expert Algo, the manager is telling you to stay in, right? It's not, it is not even closing the gap any. It's telling you to hang tight. All right. Now, I mean, is it a little hairy? Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. It's a little uncomfortable, but it's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. Look at this. Moving on up. Now, we've got this 6-star right here was invalidated. However, I mean, look at it. It did see this coming, right? We didn't jump in on this because it got invalidated. If you are trading the opening range trade, you're on the right side of it right now. If you're trading the breakout above the overnight highs, you're on the right track right now. If you're like me, waiting on a good signal, you're also on the right track right now, because you're not trying to do it by yourself. You're waiting on confirmation of this move, because you have a whole trading day today. There's no sense in rushing it. I mean, yes, this is great movement, but you're without an expert signal, you're guessing, right? We don't want to guess. We want to know. We want to know for sure. We want to know for sure, right? So wait on the signal. Wait on something to tell you. Now, one thing that was pointed out to me: NQ opening range trades, survived data, made them risk-free going into data to protect. Hey, that's a great. So MEN, micro ES, and NQ. So going into data, he ended up making these risk-free trades, right? So he got into the trade, right? What he's talking about making it risk-free is his stop is break even with his entry, right? So like right now he is soaring, right? Making some great money on this right here. And he doesn't have to risk a dime, right? So the opening range trade, so he waited for the breakout above the top of 571, and now he's just he's got a stop set at 571, and it's ripping, and he's just kind of hanging tight and watching it work for him, right? So your ES gold, I am impressed with this gold movement right here. Look at this. We just broke out the bottom of this, and this is on that 6-star right here. So this might be worth the gander. This might be worth the gander. So we just broke out the bottom of yesterday's opening range right there. Mind the support here. Mind the support down here at 1749-ish. This area right here, which is yesterday's low. I'm sorry. Yes, it was yesterday's low. Yesterday's low. Yesterday's low. This is going to be crucial right here. If it can break down through this, we're looking for continuation. And there's also a possibility that it finds some support right here and bounces. Okay. So just remember that. Man, oh man. Just remember, looking for that. Let's see here. October 3rd, October 4th, midnight, 8:30. Yeah, so it took off and ripped up yesterday. Coming back down today, and it trades opposite. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but it trades opposite of the indexes. So if the indexes are rocking, your metals are dropping, right? And if your metals are rocking, your indexes are dropping. It trades opposite of them on some occasions, right? So there's if it's selling off real heavy, you know, I mean, definitely look for that money to get funneled into the indexes. And if it's, I mean, look at this baby go. And this is on that 6-star right here. Still valid, still valid, still valid. Now you are waiting. You waited. If you're smart, you waited until the breakdown below this, break and close, which is what this is right here, waiting on that close below here. You can do this on the 1 minute too if you'd like, but you're waiting on that break and close below this 140 or 151 area right here. So this would be the first candle that actually closes below that bottom part of that opening range from yesterday. And if you are smart, you waited until then to get into it. Now you do have this 5-star and 6-star on the 3 minute as well. I didn't see that. So you got this 5-star, 6-star on the 3 minute as well. If you are in this one, you are in below this support area right here. Look at this baby go. I am impressed. The open, huh? What do you need?
1 second. If I use the oven and the Instant Pot over here, do you think
It's gonna pop.
Okay.
Wait, no, it's the oven and the Instant Pot and the microwave.
Okay.
All right. All right. So we are. This is man. Gold's actually doing pretty good now. Silver and gold usually track well together. I don't have an answer for why they're not, to be honest with you. But then again, I am not supposed to have that answer. I am supposed to follow the 6 stars, which is kind of what we're waiting on right here. Right. So we're waiting on something to pop up and give us a good solid direction. Apparently, I mean, I definitely missed this gold pop right there. That's on me. But, you know, y'all remember, I'm trying not to revenge trade. So I'm being very, 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 very cautious about any trade that I do take and what circumstances it has to meet. I know, man, is ridiculous. Is it going to hit 648, you think? I don't know. That is a mean. Look at it. So this is the opening range trade that he's talking about, okay? Now we talked about the setup for it, right? So on the NASDAQ is 12 minutes, right? So you take your first 12-minute candle right there, you mark the top, mark the bottom, and you wait for a break, right? You wait for a break up or down, right? That's what you're waiting for right there. If it breaks out the top, you go long, right? You go long out the top, and then it's usually good for 25, 30 ticks excuse me, on your metals and oil and natural gas, stuff like that. When it comes to these indexes, okay, there's I want to say there's some trial and error that goes into it, but let's just look at this right here. Opening range, it is specific. It is strictly a momentum trade. The opening range trade is strictly a momentum trade. Okay, it is not always backed by a 6-star, which means that those points of decision were not met before you took this trade. However, this is an authorized trade in yes. So, and that's what I'm getting at right there. So he's 200 ticks in on the NQ right now, which is absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous. That is $1,000. $1,000. All right. So was that 72 to 72.25 is 50 points, 50 times 4. Yep. So he waited for the breakout over the top of this, took the trade long, boom, 235 freaking ticks. Wow. All right, so 235 ticks as hang on, let me do some math here real quick. I want to say it's close to $1,500, right? 235. That's a lot of money. I'm not gonna burn time trying to figure that out. That's quite a ways. Okay, now you can base whether or not you're going to take profit at 50, 100 ticks, or whatever, based on how the momentum is going, right? So if you look at these candles, these first 12-minute candles right here are all higher than average volume up, right? You have accumulation, higher than average accumulation, right? Just because they're flat don't mean nothing, okay? They are accumulation candles. Accumulation means that there's a ton of buying going on inside those candles, right? Now, granted, this candle right here is really where the I guess the overall outlook on the data that was coming up started the show, right? So break out the top and then it came back down into it and break out the top and then back down into it. But this one, this one is where the data came out. Right. So you can base that, you can judge your own for yourself, like how many points you're looking for. Are you looking for 50 points? Are you looking for 100 points? I'm sorry, ticks, 100 ticks. Like, what are you looking for? What is your honest? Be honest with yourself, okay? If I could take back every trade that I ever made, where I was completely ridiculous with myself about how much profit I was going to make off of that one trade. If I could take those back right now and put that money back in my account, I would be doing really good, right? But I can't do that, right? And it's case in point is that this morning, 6-star, 6-star last night. I pushed it a little too hard. I switched to 3-minute and manager aggressive to manage both these opening range trades. All right, so what he did, all right, so he switched to the 3-minute on the NASDAQ, boom, right here. And he's got, look, after a parabolic move like this, you're wanting to maximize the amount of profit that you take, right? So in order to do that, the way that the manager is designed to work is after a parabolic move, you switch your stuff to aggressive, right? It puts it up closer and it'll maximize the amount of money that you actually get to take from this trade, right? You're 235 ticks in the money right now. That is absolutely redonkulous. Like $1,200, okay? $1,200 in the money, right? And so you want to make sure that you take most of that home with you, right? So you're waiting. We're on aggressive. We're on the 3-minute. You wait for these lines, this blue line right here at the bottom. make it a little bigger here. You're waiting for this blue line down here at the bottom and this green line up here at the top to cross over back to red. Whenever it transitions, just like it transitioned to green, whenever it transitions back to red, that's when Paul is telling you to hop out of the trade. Okay, there is no more guesswork to it. Okay, but I will say that you're looking at higher than average here, average volume on this candle right here, lower than average accumulation, lower than average upwards candle right here. Okay, so is the momentum, the higher than average, is the momentum slowing? Yes, I would say personally, as an uneducated trader who is strictly looking at the indicators that is at his disposal, I don't know jack about opening range trades or anything like that when it comes to maximize, like, I mean, I wouldn't have known to take 235 ticks off of this thing. Like, that's beyond me. But somebody that's got the years under his belt, that's done this time and time again, who, I mean, every morning, this is every single morning, right, is still in this trade. So you're lower than average. If this one right here doji's out, this is what I'm looking at right here. If this one right here doji's out, meaning it is a equal amount of buyers and sellers, right, I'm looking for this to start creeping in, right, and start closing that gap, getting ready to cross back over, right? Because I honestly feel like the manager is telling me that the move is dying, right? The momentum is slowing. Could some massive whale come in here and buy up 1,000 contracts and send this baby up 100 points? Yeah, absolutely. Sure. Would that be awesome? Absolutely, it would. But is it going to happen? I don't know. I mean, look at it. So this is a lower than average accumulation candle. So we are still accumulating right here. Okay, this cyan candle right here is lower than average. It is a lower than average, but it's a rejection. Okay, lower than average rejection right here, back up to the upside. And this cyan is just a regular downwards candle. There's nothing special about this candle. It's just a downwards moving candle. Okay. Interestingly enough, you have these candles right here that are all upwards candles. Even though they're doji, they're still they're still bullish candles, right? And this is just a bearish candle. It's not, and this is a higher than average bearish candle with the rejection, a higher than average volume rejection off of the bottom of the EMA cloud. Okay, that's always a good sign, right? Then we come back over the top of this EMA cloud right here, and we are just churning up, 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 waiting on the manager to tell you what to do, right? Because if you're like me, I don't have any experience enough to comfortably say that this move is worth 235 ticks. I don't have that kind of knowledge of the market and how it works. That is not I, right? But what I do have is I have the manager. The manager is really going to do its job of keeping you calm, cool, and collected, keeping you in the trade, and just letting it go, right? You're in the money. It's a risk-free trade at this point, right? If I had to guess, you probably locked in at least a couple of $100 in profit if it turns around and just goes against you, right? So, I mean, your stop loss right now is right here at 542, right? 542. Discord with charts and stop adjustments, locked in 113 ticks on NQ. Yes, so he has locked in 113 ticks. That's $565. $565 is locked in because of where his current stop is on opening range trade right here. Now, we are not second red candle forming on 3 minutes for NQ. So this is Yeah. So this is the first, and if this is higher than average, if it's a second, okay, so two higher than average uh, candles in the opposite direction of your trade. So right now we're in a long, right? If we had two higher than average volume candles form back to back, right? That is an early indication, right? That's a part of the manager, right? It is an early indication that it is time to be aggressive with it and go ahead and jump out, right? That is an aggressive exit, right? You can use that as an exit strategy with the manager. Okay, that is approved use of the manager. All right, but I mean, look at it. You're lower than average volume on this. Is a low volume rejection is what I would call that right there. Off of, I mean, whatever somebody was trying to sell it off, people bought it right back up. I mean, is it going to hang out right here? I don't know. I don't know what it's doing. I'm listening to the manager, right? That's the only thing I can say about it is I've got to listen to the manager because I don't know. I do not know, but I will say that this 12 minutes right here looks juicy. Looks juicy. And if you look left right here, 33. There's a resistance area at 33, 34 right here. 33 even actually. There is a resistance area on the higher time frame at that area at that zone. And then continuing to look left, it looks like it plays into yeah, yeah, that's pretty that's going to be a pretty significant resistance area right there. So between that and 648, so 633 to 648 could prove to be problematic. Again, does that mean that Uncle Paul is not going to come in and buy, you know, 1,000 contracts and send this baby up 1,000 points? No, actually, I think it would be more like, 10,000 contracts would probably send it up some more. All right, so he is adjusting to the 2 minute on this. So every time you adjust your time frame, it brings everything in a little bit tighter, right? So I mean, you're this is all right. So we actually had a question yesterday on the 3 minute on the MES. Okay, so he's stating on the look at this, look at it, it's rolling. Is it going to hit that 633 and then turn around? I don't know, but he has locked in 154 ticks of profit on this thing. Wow. Wow. Sometimes I just wish I had that level of, I guess, I don't know if patience is it, or if it's just knowledge, chill, uh, confidence in what I know about it to be able to say, no, I'm just going to hang tight, just going to wait and let it do its thing, right? So you are on the 2 minute right here, lower than average, average volume, average volume. Let's see what pops up right here. Looks like this 33 area up there kind of put a little bit of a damper on that upwards move. But I mean, I will say this. I'll say this, okay? We did not get any stars on. I mean, okay, so you got one on the 3 minute for the ES, right? But that was before the data came out, and then we didn't really know what it was going to do afterwards. But it was too late to get into the thing after that, right? You've got opening range trades today. You've got no signals, no signals. You got one on the 3 minute for the YM. You've got, let's see here, 4, 5, 6 star on the RTY. That was good for. You got to wait for the break of So I mean, it was good for what? Is that 6 points? 8 points? I don't know, 8 points up to 362, 7 points. That was good for 7 points. Gold was probably well, no, because you can't really count that one either. Yes, it came in a good 6 star, but look at it. It came down into this range right here, yesterday's opening range, and it bounced around inside of this range. Okay. And then it finally broke out the bottom, but only for a minute and only pushed to 1748. And then if you looked left, you saw that you needed to break down below that in order to really be able to count on the movement to the downside. Okay. Now, it did have a 5-6 star sell on the 3 minute, right? So, I mean, you could have, if you did it on the 3 minute, you picked up a little bit. But if you looked left, you found the reason not to get into this trade, right? Which was yesterday's opening range. And so you stayed out of it, right? Silver, I got nothing to say about silver. Uh, Oil opening range. Oil did have an opening range trade. Where did it go? At 7:30, right here. Oil did have an opening range trade right here, and I mean, you took some heat on that Joker, but you're in the money. You're in the money now. And then natural gas, the Soul Snatcher 3000 is definitely crushing some dreams and some hopes. But look at that pop up to $6.23 on that run. Wow, that's impressive. Did get a 6 star on the 1 minute. Look at it go. Okay, I will say that you did get a 6 star before the open here. Okay, and open for me is at 8:30 a.m. So you did get a 6 star before the open, which is awesome. And then it just kind of churned up, right? So I mean, it's okay. It is absolutely okay to get on here to trade and there not be any trades to take that day. I mean, like that is okay. It really is. Especially if you started your day off like I did, and you don't want to do anything detrimental. MES 43.44 for the micro. Locked in 51 ticks on the ES, micro ES. 43.44. So he's a point and a half away right now from the target for this 44, right in here. He is a point, 2 points, point and a half away from hitting his target with the micro ES trade. And this is, it's following the 6 star right here. 114 ticks. Whoa. Wow, wow, wow. 114 ticks. That is a very, very good trade. Now, I mean, this micro is valid. You can cross trade on this with the micro as well. So I mean, they're almost mirror representations of themselves. There's a little bit of fluctuation sometimes in price, but just a hair, right? But overall, they're actual mirror images, and it's just one. What is that? 1/100th or one. So here, this is 1/10, so that would have to be 1/100th of the price of a full contract or something like that. Anyway, so you're the rewards that you the ratio of your profit is like $1.25 a tick. So I mean that is dadgum good. I mean you're making over $50 on that trade for micro. Boom, profit target hit the profit target. He hit the profit target. Well done, sir. Well done. Well done. And if that's still ripping, the NQ's still ripping, which means, you know, how many points have you locked in on the NQ right now? Look at this opening range trade. Target hit on NQ and micro ES. So you you hit, how do you determine what your profit target is on the NQ, Paul? That's a good question. Doo-doo-doo. So, I mean, with all of these tools at your disposal, folks, it is always good to have a profit target set, right? Set your profit target, set your stop loss, and don't be unreasonable. Look left, but anything around 200 ticks. Okay. So look left, find that next zone of resistance area right there. And that was right around that area that we pointed out, 100 on ES or micro ES. Okay. So 100 ticks on ES or micro ES, and then about 200 ticks on the NQ. NQ moves really, really well. So keep that in mind. But man, I'm okay with not having taken any trades this morning. I'm okay with that. Well, at least none on here. Okay, there were some that didn't pan out because I did not look left, and then there was that one where I got stuck in it, and my that freaked me out. So, but anyway, so with that being said, I mean, keep an eye on this stuff. I mean, wait for a good confirmation here. Wait for a good 6-star to hop in on, and then just see what happens. Make sure you look left though. If you find a reason not to get into the trade, don't get into it. There's nothing says you have to get into this trade, right? But anyway, that's going to do it for me this morning. Definitely smash that like button. If, wow, $1,754 combined on both trades. That's absolutely ridiculous. $1,754 taken this morning by Paul on the opening range trade of the NQ and micro ES combined. All right, so we're finally getting some signals here. NGX 5-star, boom. This guy right here scares me. I mean, it'll this will freaking eat you. This will eat you for real. Anyway, so hit the like button for me. Let me know that we're doing a good job, that you're getting something of value out of this stream. Uh, Subscribe if you'd like to. If you can continue to come and join us every trading day. We really appreciate you being here with us. Hit the notification bell. Let you know whenever we get to go live, which will kind of help curb the need to really, I guess, write down in your calendar when we're going to be live. It just kind of notifies you already. Go to the Discord, check out the Discord. You'll know when we go live if you are a member of the Discord, and also you will know ahead of time when there's going to be special events, like when Paul speaks at conferences, or if there's special offers to be had with the XBRAD system, or coupons, or stuff like that. That's where you're going to find all that stuff. Okay, it is absolutely 100% free for you to join, and it does not cost you a dime to stay either. We just want you to hop in there. We want you to interact. We want you to be a part of the community, and we are growing. We are up to 100, almost 120 members now. Fantastic group of people too. Check out the website. The link is in the description of this video. Go to the website and take a look around. Okay, all of this stuff is available for you on the Global Trading Software website. Okay, the link is in the description of this video, and go take a look at it. This is the day trading bundle right here that you're seeing. Everything minus the manager. Manager you have to purchase separate unless you do the cradle to the grave bundle, which is the XBRAT algo and the manager combined. Okay, it's just 2 indicators, and that's really all you need. Is like bare bones, bare bones. All you need in order to be able to get when to get in the trade, and then to help you manage the trade. Right. The day trading bundle comes with a lot of this like EMA cloud, divergence cloud, stuff like that that really help you manage. I say manage the trade. It's not manage trade. They do help you manage trade, but more so from a confirmation standpoint, right? So you get the 6-star signal that tells you, hey, hop in this joker, or get ready to hop in this joker. You look left, you do your due diligence, you make sure you're setting yourself up for success, right? And then all of a sudden you get confirmation by the EMA cloud turning up, right? The EMA cloud turns up. Then you have this big giant green arrow right here that starts the divergence, right? You got green cloud that starts to form on it, right? That tells you that that is also a confirmation for that move, right? So then you got that double confirmation on top of the 6-star. You looked left. You're not going long into any resistance, not going short into any support. Go ahead and take the trade, right? So those are the things that come in the bundle. They've got a deal going on right now that will give you a 6-month trial. I say 6 months, so they call it a lease, but really it's you buy it for and you use it for 6 months. It costs you $600, and it will give you 6 months to learn. You can come back to this YouTube channel. You can watch previous videos. You can trade with me live. Like, I mean, however you want to do it, right? We'll follow the rules together. You'll learn how to use the system, and then you go live with it. And then you saw yesterday, $600, one trade, boom. $600, one trade, boom. There's been a couple of them where it's been $1,000, $1,200, etc. So, I mean, the possibilities are endless, and there's no way that you can not make $600 if you follow the rules, right? And if it continues to prove itself to you like it did to me, then you can go back, pay the difference, and then you own it for life, right? They've got it for multiple different trading platforms. So definitely head over there and check that out. Link is in the description of this video. I'm gonna bounce. I'm gonna bow out for this morning session here. I'm a little gun shy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little gun shy about taking any trades right now. My pride is wounded, and I really, really, really don't want to revenge trade or anything like that. I would rather not take a single trade and survive to trade another day, which is tomorrow. Hopefully, if I get a chance, but just clear my head. Don't be stupid about what I'm doing here, and don't blow this opportunity that I have to really make some actual life changing money. I need to slow my roll, is what I need to do. But anyway, that's going to do it for me. Daniel Moore. Please join the Discord, like, subscribe, notification bell, visit the website. See you guys this afternoon, 2 p.m. Eastern time for the afternoon session. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.